For Bridge 6 weeks ago, but losing to Chelsea is Charlton's only defeat in their last 14 games. And the club's progress has been mirrored by international recognition for Paul Konchesky and Scott Parker, who are even younger than they are now when Mark Bright was a teammate.
So here we are at the historic Elton Palace, and you two are making a bit of history yourselves, aren't you? England squad.
Yeah.
Come on about You must be elated at being in it.
No, definitely. I think it was clear when the squad was announced that there was probably no one more excited than me and Conch. So it was great, and plus making our debuts at so young, that was a little bit of history, and then we carried on by being called into the England squad. So it was good, really. Yeah.
Were you shocked?
For me, yeah, because I haven't been playing with the first team at Charlton, so it's a big shock to me. And obviously, hopefully it's what I've done for David Platt, so I've got to give him a good, big thank you, really.
Yeah. What was it like when you met up with the team? You know, when you bump into the Stars and the Rios, the Becks, the Owens.
Yeah.
What did it feel like?
I think it's just one of them where you're trying to act cool. You know what I mean? You're just thinking, I'm just going to go along here as if it's meant to be. But no doubt, at 22 years of age, and when you're a young boy, it's a dream. And I suppose if you hear many of young players saying, what would you like to do, is to play for England, and when that comes true, it's a feat in itself, really, and it is a dream come true, really.
In the old days, if you were at a small club, it used to hinder your chances of playing for England. But do you feel that now with someone like Sven in charge?
No, I don't. I think you're right in saying that maybe a few years ago it may be the case, but I think it's clear with the new manager in charge that he's willing to pick players from the so-called smaller clubs, and by picking Powley, Conch and myself, I think it gives all the other English lads at our club a lot of hope, really.
So it's going really well for both of you individually and for the club as well. 8th place, 6 points off like 3rd. Where can Charlton finish?
I think realistically, if we finish in the top half, I think that'd be a great position for the season. And anything other than that is good. But I think you can see the league is so tight. You get a couple of bad results and suddenly you're looking at 15th. But a couple of good results can push you right up there. And I think that's what we've got to look at, really.
Would you say the club's established itself in the Premiership now?
Yeah, I would, right. I think we've been there for 3 or 4 seasons, and every season we've had a good run-in, so I'd like to think we could stay there and get even stronger and stronger as the years go on.
What about yourselves? You've obviously had a taste now of being around the full international squad. Say, where would you see yourself in, say, 3 or 4 years' time? Where'd you see yourself? Where would you like to be?
I've always loved to play for Man United. I think they're one of the best teams in the world, so that would be my dream, and just to get a good run in a full England squad.
So you like to play Champions League football, international football?
Week in, week out,
yeah. What about you, Scotty?
I don't know, really. I think I've come so far from 2 years ago that, I just really want to just keep progressing the way I am and keep playing well. That there's nothing like playing football and being a professional footballer. I think the most unhappiest time is when you're not playing. And when you wake up every Saturday morning knowing at 3 o'clock you're gonna go and play, I think that's the best feeling you get. So obviously I have dreams, and I want to play at the highest level I possibly can, and Champions League and all that. But I think I'll just take each step at a time and just try and improve my game.
That was emotional. How was it for you two?
Two talented young players, quite clearly.
Good players, yeah. I've seen a lot of them. More so Scott Parker. I think over the last couple of years, he just said there how he's developed and matured. And they had Mark Kinsler there, of course, and it restricted him a little bit. And I think that was a real credit to him, that they were quite happy to let Mark go in the end, and he was coming through and took his place. And he has matured into a very, very good player. Conch, as you know, Konchesky, great left foot. I watched him training for the England squad down at Charlton. I think he's a terrific player. Not yet got the recognition that Scott Parker's got, but I think he will. I think he's a terrific player. Great left foot on it.
He needs to come out with Shell, doesn't he, Conch?
And Charlton's prospects for UEFA Cup football.
For UEFA Cup, oh, they're going to hate me. I don't think they'll make the UEFA Cup. I think they'll just miss out. But that doesn't really tell the full story of how fantastic, well, how far they've come basically in those 10 years. I mean, it wasn't too long ago, and the 10-year anniversary came up. Great club, excellent manager, extremely well run, great mixture in terms of the team, the youth, the experience. I just don't think they will get UEFA Cup this season.
But do you base that because Everton, Tottenham, Southampton, who of those other clubs might just...
Yeah, a bit stronger squads, and Liverpool, of course, as well in there, in that mix. So that's the only reason, because of the strength of the other squad. They've got Villa at home today, I think. Then they've got Arsenal away, Newcastle at home. Might just dip out, I think.
Another good season for Charlton, though. Today's game of the Valley, by the way, a Disability Awareness Day as part of the club's community scheme, Ability Counts. The team will take to the pitch wearing specially designed T-shirts. It's the conclusion of a week-long campaign which has seen players such as Graham Stewart and Robbie Mustoe visiting local disabled schools with kit and equipment. 1,000 tickets to today's game have been given to local disabled groups, with 100 handicapped children receiving coaching on the pitch at half-time.
We're looking at using the match to promote the issues around disability, what problems disabled people have come across, but also, and I think more importantly, what disabled people bring to British society. We quite often look at disabled people in a very negative way and, oh, isn't it bad, and don't we feel sorry for them? And what we should be doing is celebrating what disabled people can actually bring to society and certainly bring to Charlton Athletic.
Charlton is always actively involved in community schemes. With 2/3 of the season gone, some interesting situations developed.